Statistics show about 90% of pregnant women in the U.S. take at least one medication. 70% take at least one prescription medication.
Although some of those medicines are considered safe to take during pregnancy, the effects of other medications on your unborn baby are not fully known. And information about which is all over the web, with many sites sending out conflicting info. What is an expectant mom to do? Bianca Holmes suffers from allergies and needs medicine to help her through her worst days. But she's pregnant and doesn't want what helps her to hurt her baby. So she goes to the web for guidance. Only problem is the answers are different all over the internet.
The confusing and contradictory information leaves me kind of scared.
She's smart to be scared. A recent study by the CDC found women are being misled by information on multiple websites.
We found 25 active internet websites that post such lists of safe medicines to take during pregnancy. Few of the medications that were on those lists actually had data to back up their claims for safety.
The problem is some of the sites have conflicting information. One site we visited said a popular antihistamine was safe to take during pregnancy, while another site cautioned more research was still needed. That lack of research is a critical part of the CDC's findings. Their study reviewed 245 products with 103 components that were listed as safe on various sites. In 42% of the cases, researchers were unable to determine the risk to the unborn child.
It's not necessarily that the medicines on these lists are dangerous. It's just that we don't know if they're safe or not.
While we wish we knew exactly the effect of different medications on pregnant women, we really aren't able to do studies where we give half the women a certain medication and half the women a different medication to assess the safety.
The March of Dimes points out the confusion is compounded by the fact that certain drugs are safe only during certain times of the pregnancy.
Early in pregnancy, when the fetus is forming the organs, you want to stay away from certain medications that might interfere with development. But later in pregnancy, as you get closer to labor and delivery, you want to stay away from medications that may affect blood clotting.
The FDA estimates medicines taken during pregnancy result in 10% or more of birth defects. That's why the March of Dimes pushes pregnant women away from the web.
Women are using these online lists to bypass talking to a healthcare provider. And it's really important that they always consult with a healthcare provider to talk about what's important for them.
If you insist on turning to the web, both the CDC and the March of Dimes suggest using the site mothertobaby.org. Bianca says even though her medicine turned out to be safe, she intends to be extra careful about what she puts into her body over the next few months.
Everything that goes into me, it also affects the baby.
Another factor here in America, 50% of pregnancies are unplanned, and women may not even know to be avoiding certain drugs.
Even when they find out they are expecting, there are certain conditions that require medication, and physicians make it clear in those cases it's important to continue treatment. At that point, alternative medicines, though, may be considered.